Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. This past 2 weeks, I've been focused on a couple different things. I'm excited to show you. The first one is syncing topics with goals. So currently I have like Joshua 1, 8 through 9, like memorizing that as a goal in Type the Word. And now with like the new setup, basically that like goal is synced with a topic here in Google Classroom. And that's like basically separated from like the general like Bible typing practice topic. So if I go in here and like create a new goal, for example, let's do type the Psalms as a goal. What that'll do is it'll actually go into Google Classroom and create a topic called Type the Psalms. As and this is like, will sync over time. So let's say I meant to type Proverbs. Well, if I edit that and type the word, it'll now be edited in Google Classroom. And then as I add things to that actual goal, those like assignments will be created underneath the topic in Google Classroom. So for example, let's Proverbs 1. We'll just type the entirety of that. And if I go here and publish, that'll now be underneath our new topic. So that's like one of the big things I changed this week. It takes time to like sync these things. And I basically, if I hit Google Classroom every time you loaded the page on Type the Word, it would be like pretty inefficient. So there's like some delay to like updating like the resources that are already there in Google Classroom, but everything new will be automatically like be synced this way. And as things go through and like get backfilled, it will like slowly basically normalize to having these topics and having your assignments within them if they are within a goal in Type the Word. So yeah, basically if you have existing stuff, give it some time, but it should normalize to being like this. And then the other thing I did, actually there's two other things I did, but one of the other things I did was create a new memorization mode. So for example, if I go to Proverbs, we'll just do chapter 2. There's this new mode called first letter only. And this is kind of self-evident from the title a little bit, but basically it just renders the first letters of each of the, oh, and I didn't put that in a goal, did I? Yeah, so this was outside of the goal. One thing you can do if you ever do that is you can do like move to, and this is gonna be part of typing the Proverbs. And then over here, you can see it got moved to the topic. So I didn't mean to do that, but it worked out. So where's that at? Okay, basically first letter only is for like kind of bridging the gap between typing something fully and something like the first letter masked and like full missing word modes. I think for like memorizing scripture, it's nice to have like a lot of reps like through the verse. And when you have to type the entire thing, especially if you're not a fast typer, it can take forever to like memorize scripture that way. So I added this mode. I kind of was like inspired by how I've memorized scripture in the past, which is like writing out the entire text and then kind of just like writing out the first letters and like using that as a bridge between like reading it and like having it fully memorized. So the way this would work for your students is, that was a little preview of it, but basically like they can go through and just type like the first letters of each of the words. And as I've been doing this, I've been like reading the words out loud. I think that's also helpful for memorizing things. But I'm hoping this can be helpful as people are using it and trying to memorize more scripture. So that was, there's one more thing that I wanted to show you from this past 2 weeks. And that is this new section on the homepage, which is like quotes from teachers like you guys who have used Type the Word and it's been a blessing to them. Right now, I just have a quote from Justin. He's one of the teachers that's been giving me a ton of feedback and been super helpful. And yeah, basically like, you know, when one of the biggest tools we have for like sharing the gospel is our testimony, like what God's done for us. And so I like wanted to add more quotes to the like Google Classroom page, just because I think it's a really powerful way of like convincing people that something is useful. If you ever have, I know some people are still just like getting up and running with Type the Word, since it's so new, but if you use it and it's helpful, shoot me a quote like via email and I'll be happy to put you on the homepage. And then this is also something I'm doing in the broader app. There's a bunch of new quotes here from like some users that aren't in classes, but that it's been helpful too. So anyway, that's all I have for you this week. I will, I'll see you in 2 weeks. And yeah, as always, feel free to send me any feedback you have. Yeah, I'd love to hear it, and I'd love to help make Type the Word better for you. And actually, on that note, I probably asked this in the actual email, but if you have any like curriculum that you want specifically in Type the Word, let me know, because these next 2 weeks I'm going to be working on ways of like quickly creating assignments, and like one of those things is like kind of like I want to have like templates for like how you can memorize scripture and how you can type through an entire book. But then I also want to have like kind of unique templates that are more like a curriculum style template. For example, like one user wants to type through like the 60 days through the Psalms from the Book of Common Prayer. If there's like specific resources like that you would like to have available in Type the Word for like quickly creating assignments, let me know, and I'm happy to add those. Anyway, I'll see you guys.